Time moves differently depending on where you are. In a city, time is fast. It is measured in seconds, notifications, and deadlines. But in the deep, freezing waters of the North Atlantic, time is a thick, slow syrup. It barely moves at all. Here, under the crushing weight of the ice sheets, lives a creature that has hacked the system. It has cheated death not by being fast or strong or smart, but by being incredibly, painfully slow. This is the story of the Greenland Shark, a biological time capsule that was already swimming when the world was drawn on maps with dragons in the corners. Imagine the year 1500, or maybe even earlier. Back in the early 1400s, in Europe, the Renaissance is just kicking off. Leonardo da Vinci is sketching flying machines. In Asia, emperors are building dynasties that will last for centuries. In the Americas, the great civilizations are untouched by iron or gunpowder. And deep under the Arctic ice, a small gray pup is born. It is about the size of a human arm. It slides into the water, cold and dark, and immediately begins a marathon that will last for 5 centuries. The creature does not look like a shark. It does not have the sleek, torpedo shape of a great white or the terrifying grin of a tiger shark. It looks like a rock. A lumpy, gray, scarred rock that someone threw into the ocean and forgot about. Its skin is rough, like sandpaper that has been used too much. The fins are small, almost comical for a body that can grow to be 20 feet long. It moves with a laziness that borders on a coma. 1 mile per hour. That is top speed. If you walked alongside it on the seafloor, you would have to slow down to keep pace. But this slowness is the secret weapon. Speed kills. Speed burns energy. Speed wears out the machine. This shark is playing the long game. Its heart beats once every few seconds. Its metabolism is running on fumes. It is essentially a zombie, living in a suspended state of animation where the cells just refuse to die. The water around it is barely above freezing, acting as a giant refrigerator, preserving the meat, slowing the decay, freezing time itself. Let's follow this specific shark through history. 100 years pass. It is now the year 1600. The shark is still a teenager. It is barely 5 feet long. It has not even hit puberty yet. While humans are fighting the 30 Years' War, and Shakespeare is writing plays, this shark is just cruising the dark, looking for a dead squid or a piece of sunken whale meat. It grows about 1 centimeter a year. 1 single centimeter. That is the pace of a glacier dot another 100 years. 1,700. The shark is getting bigger. It is exploring the deep fjords of Greenland. It is blind now. This is the horror of its existence. Almost every adult Greenland shark has a specific parasite, a copepod, that attaches itself to the shark's eye. The parasite eats the cornea, destroying the vision, and hangs from the eye like a gross, dangling tassel. It sounds like torture, but the shark does not seem to care. It doesn't need to see. The Arctic deep is pitch black anyway. It smells, it senses. The parasite might even act as a lure, glowing slightly to attract fish. A symbiotic nightmare, the Industrial Revolution. The world above the water is filling with smoke, steam engines, and noise. Whaling ships are slaughtering the giants of the ocean, dumping tons of blubber and meat into the sea. For the shark, this is a golden age. It is a scavenger. It is the garbage disposal of the North. It feasts on the leftovers of the human massacre. It grows fat. It grows toxic. The flesh of the Greenland shark is loaded with urea and trimethylamine oxide. It is basically swimming in its own urine. This acts as antifreeze, keeping it alive in the sub-zero water. It also makes the meat poisonous. If a starving sailor tried to eat it, they would get shark drunk, a neurotoxic state that leads to convulsions and death. The shark is safe from being eaten. It is too gross to be prey. The shark is now fully grown. It is a massive, lumbering hulk. The Titanic sinks. 2 world wars tear the planet apart. Nuclear bombs are tested, sending radioactive isotopes into the atmosphere and the ocean. These isotopes settle in the shark's eyes, creating a chemical date stamp that scientists will find decades later. The shark ignores the explosions. It ignores the submarines passing by. It just keeps swimming, that slow, rhythmic sweep of the tail. Left, right, pause, left, right. The environment it lives in is alien. The pressure is immense. The temperature is consistently roughly 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Down here, the water is so salty it doesn't freeze, but it feels like liquid ice. The shark cruises along the bottom of the fjord, brushing against the mud. It is looking for a seal. People think a slow shark can't catch a fast seal, but the Greenland shark is a master of the ambush. It catches the seals when they are sleeping. Seals sleep in the water to avoid polar bears on the surface. They drift, suspended, dreaming. The shark approaches. It makes no sound. It creates no pressure wave because it moves so slowly. It is a ghost. It drifts up to the sleeping seal. The shark's jaw is specialized. It doesn't bite down. It sucks. It creates a vacuum. In a split second, the lethargy vanishes. The jaw extends, the vacuum opens, and the seal is gone. The shark swallows it whole. Then it goes back to sleep swimming. The energy from that one meal will last it for months. Now, we are in the present day. The 2020s. The shark is old. Its skin is a map of scars. Scratches from rocks, bites from other sharks, maybe a propeller mark from a fishing trawler. It is huge now, over 16 feet. Scientists capture it, not to kill it, but to study it. They haul it alongside a research vessel. It doesn't struggle much. It doesn't have the energy to panic. They measure it. They take a tiny sample of the eye tissue. They let it go. When the results come back, the scientists are stunned. The carbon dating says this animal is somewhere between 300 and 500 years old. That means this specific creature was swimming when the Ming Dynasty was building the Great Wall. It was alive when the Aztec Empire fell. It is older than the United States. It is older than the concept of modern science. It is a living dinosaur, not in species, but in individual age. The realization is humbling. We humans obsess over longevity. We drink kale smoothies, we jog, we take vitamins, hoping to reach 90 or 100. We fear wrinkles. We fear slowing down. But this shark proves that the key to a long life isn't activity. It's chilling out. Extreme chilling out. It has survived by doing as little as possible. It has stripped life down to the bare essentials. Swim, eat, exist. There is a tragedy to it, though. The shark is alone. They don't form schools. They are solitary wanderers in the dark. Mating is a rare event. Females don't even reach sexual maturity until they are about 150 years old. Think about that. You have to live a century and a half just to become a teenager. If the shark is caught in a fishing net before age 150, the species loses a future generation. And with modern trawlers scraping the bottom of the ocean, these ancient giants are in danger. They can't outrun a net. They can't fight a machine. The water around the shark is changing now. It is getting warmer. The ice is melting. The ecosystem is shifting. New predators are moving north. Killer whales, the orcas, are entering the Arctic. Orcas are fast, smart, and violent. They are the opposite of the Greenland shark. If they meet, the old ghost doesn't stand a chance. After surviving 500 years of solitude, the modern world is finally catching up to it. But for now, the shark is still there, deep in the darkness of the Arctic trench. It is quiet. The only sound is the cracking of the ice miles above. The shark turns slowly, banking off a submarine ridge. Its milky, blind eyes stare into the void. It is a witness to history that has never seen a history book. It carries the chemical signature of the atomic age in its eyes and the genetic memory of the pre-industrial world in its blood. The narrative zooms out, leaving the shark in the gloom. It looks like a speck in the vast black ocean. It is a reminder that nature operates on a timescale that we cannot comprehend. We are fireflies, flashing bright and dying fast. The Greenland shark is the mountain. It stands or swims through the erosion of time, indifferent to our wars, our inventions, and our worries. As the screen fades, the final thought lands heavy. Somewhere in the dark right now, a creature is swimming that was born before your great-grandfather. And if it is lucky, it will still be swimming long after you are forgotten. The king of the north is not a lion or a bear. It is a blind, slow, gray rock with a heartbeat like a ticking clock, counting down centuries in the silence of the deep.